Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Robyn's arrival as the fourth wife savior. When Robyn joined the Brown family in 2010, she was heralded as a breath of fresh air. Younger, more traditionally attractive, and articulate, she brought with her a sense of glamour that contrasted starkly with the family's rural lifestyle. But what was presented as charm soon began to feel like control. As viewers watched the seasons unfold, it became clear that Robyn's arrival wasn't a peaceful addition, it was the start of the family's unraveling. At first, Robyn played the sweet sister-wife role perfectly, calling Christine, Janelle, and Meri her best friends, and crying often to convey vulnerability. But as the seasons progressed, many fans noted how Robyn slowly absorbed all of Kody's time, affection, and eventually power. Part 2, The Collapse of the Sisterhood. Meri, Christine, and Janelle, the original sisterhood breaks. Meri's spiritual marriage with Kody was already strained when Robyn entered the picture. Christine struggled with jealousy, and Janelle, the most level-headed of the wives, quietly tolerated the changes. But by 2021, things began to fall apart. Christine was the first to leave, citing lack of intimacy and connection. Janelle followed years later, emotionally detached from Kody and disgusted by his favoritism. Meri held on the longest, hoping that somehow, she'd be loved again. In countless interviews and confessionals, all three women cited Robyn as a key contributor to the family's breakdown. Her victim complex, constant tears, and private meetings with Kody made her seem like she was operating under an entirely different rulebook, one that ensured her safety while the others were pushed aside. Part 3, Cracks in the Foundation. Kody begins to change, but not for the better. Kody Brown once prided himself on fairness. In early seasons, he spent time equally with his wives and children. But after marrying Robyn legally in 2014, everything changed. He began isolating himself emotionally and physically with Robyn. Holidays, birthdays, even mundane dinners became exclusive events for Robyn's kids. The favoritism was impossible to ignore. Tensions flared during the COVID-19 pandemic. Kody enforced strict rules, but mostly with Janelle and Christine. Meanwhile, Robyn's household had relaxed policies and frequent visits from Kody. This double standard infuriated fans and ignited suspicion that Robyn was pulling the strings. Part 4, Meri's bombshells begin. The allegations against Robyn. After separating from Kody, Meri finally found her voice. Free from the obligation to defend a marriage that no longer existed, Meri began to open up. In a confessional aired in Season 19's mid-season trailer, Meri stated bluntly, "Robyn's not who she pretended to be. She made herself look like a victim, but she's been the mastermind all along. And I stayed silent for too long." That quote shook fans to their core. "She manipulated all of us." Meri alleged that Robyn encouraged Kody to legally divorce Meri under the guise of adopting her own children. Privately told Kody that Meri was a liability, planting seeds of doubt. Played both sides, pretending to comfort Meri while aligning herself fully with Kody behind closed doors. According to Meri, Robyn even suggested that Kody distance himself emotionally from the original wives, calling them too independent and not obedient enough. Part 5, Kody finally sees the light? From devotion to disillusionment. What led Kody to finally file for divorce from Robyn? Sources close to production say that it was a slow burn, but the pressure cooker finally burst. Kody allegedly began questioning everything after losing his relationships with nearly all of his children, especially his estranged sons, Gabriel and Garrison. When his kids cited Robyn's divisive influence as part of the problem, Kody didn't want to hear it. But after the tragic loss of Garrison in early 2025, as fans witnessed, something shifted in him. Kody began confronting hard truths, that maybe his obsession with one wife had cost him nearly everyone else. The confrontation fans never saw coming. According to leaked reports from insiders on set, Kody sat down with Robyn and demanded accountability. When she broke down in tears and accused him of blaming her for everything, Kody replied, "You wanted this marriage more than anyone, but it came at the cost of my family." Shortly after that, Robyn was presented with divorce papers. Part 6, Robyn forced to sign. A tearful goodbye or a tactical move? Fans may wonder, did Robyn sign willingly? Sources say no. She reportedly fought it, begging Kody to reconsider, and blaming Meri for turning him against her. But with Kody emotionally disconnected and apparently done being manipulated, Robyn had no legal grounds to delay. He was legally married to her, so he had the right to file a no-fault divorce and force the process forward. Part 7, Fallout and Fan Reactions. Viewers rejoice, but others are cautious. Many fans expressed relief. Comments across social media platforms like Reddit and X, formerly Twitter, read: "Finally! The spell is broken. Robyn manipulated this family to death. She deserves this wake-up call. Now maybe Kody can grow up and reconnect with his kids." Still, others warned that Robyn might not go down quietly. She still has legal control of the mansion, remains deeply embedded in Kody's finances, and has her children involved in the family legacy. Part 8, Meri's final words: "I knew she was a fraud." In an emotional post to Instagram, Meri shared a cryptic caption after the divorce was made public. "Sometimes silence hides survival. But not anymore. I'm speaking, I'm healing, and I'm done protecting frauds." Fans immediately tied the word frauds to Robyn. In a candid tell-all interview, rumored to be part of an upcoming spin-off or post-season reunion, Meri is expected to detail even more, including claims that Robyn pressured production to cut scenes that made her look bad and even tried to control what Kody said in confessionals. Part 9, What's next for Robyn Brown? Is she truly alone? With her marriage dissolved and no sister wives to back her up, Robyn now stands isolated, the very thing she claimed to fear most. Will she leave the show? Or try to reclaim public sympathy? Time will tell. There's speculation that Robyn might pen a book, explaining her side of the story. Some believe she may also move out of Flagstaff altogether, or pull her kids out of the limelight for good. Conclusion: a new chapter for the Browns? The Brown family has gone through unfathomable transitions over the last 5 years. But this divorce, between Kody and Robyn, may be the most telling of all. For so long, Robyn was considered untouchable, the chosen one. But now, with Kody walking away, Meri pulling back the curtain, and fans finally feeling vindicated, the tide has truly turned. Meri's decision to speak out has revealed long-suspected truths. Kody's decision to divorce Robyn proves that no one is immune to accountability. And Robyn? She may have lost the one thing she fought so hard to control, the image of being the perfect, loyal wife. Whether or not the Browns rebuild from here is uncertain. But one thing is clear, the era of Robyn's control is over. And Sister Wives may finally be entering its most honest, revealing chapter yet. The emotional Sister Wives revealed everything, with the exception of why Robyn and Kody refused to accept responsibility. Compared to previous reunion specials on the show, the aftermath of Sister Wives Season 19 has been the most chaotic. A 4-part tell-all that was meant to provide the fans some sort of closure marked the end of the most recent episode of TLC's venerable reality series. However, the fans had more questions than answers when Kody and Robyn Brown, as well as the former Sister Wives Meri, Christine, and Janelle Brown, met down with host Sukanya Suki Krishnan for their one-on-one interviews. It seemed like Kody and Robyn were going to great pains to avoid having difficult conversations, but Meri, Christine, and Janelle were refreshingly honest about their lives after their multiple family broke apart. Kody and Robyn's continual diversion is only aggravating the audience sense that the show has reached its end. One of the main Sister Wives issues is highlighted by Robyn Brown's refusal to acknowledge the past. Kody's last surviving wife was included in a behind-the-scenes video that TLC published in the days before the tell-all special. Robyn freely stated in the video that she was not excited for the in-person interview with Krishnan. Robyn actually said, "I'd rather have a root canal," in response to Kody's question about how she was feeling. Now, the supporters weren't really fond of that strategy. Taking responsibility for their acts is the goal of the tell-all specials at the conclusion of each season. but it was clear that Robyn and Kody had no interest in doing so. Robyn's habit of not viewing show snippets and analyzing them like the rest of the group was criticized by Krishnan throughout the special. In this instance, Janelle expressed her feelings on Kody's prejudice toward Robyn in a number of the season's moments. The video showed Robyn's complete lack of regret for her role in the dissolution of their previous multiple family. In fact, Robyn openly stated that she didn't give a damn about what her previous sister wives had to say when Krishnan asked her about Janelle calling Robyn Kody's sacred cow. Playing the victim once more, Robyn ended the chat by dismissing the tapes and calling them disturbing. When Suki did her job at the sister wives tell-all, Kody Brown was blatantly nasty to her. Kody was much worse than Robyn in responding to questions during the program. The patriarch of the Brown family occasionally made the tell-all intolerable to watch, alternating between shifting the blame and becoming defensive and repeatedly yelling at Krishnan. Kody's attitude took a turn for the worse the moment Krishnan began asking him pointed questions, and that's really saying something. Kody stated during the talk that he didn't love all of his women equally and that he wanted to improve all of his marriages. But rather than considering his behavior, he became irate when Krishnan brought up the discrepancy in his statement. This merely demonstrates Kody's immature attitude to handling conflict, which contributed to the dissolution of his several families in the first place. Was there a secret plan behind Kody and Robyn Brown's tell-all? Longtime viewers of the program are already aware that Kody finds it difficult to accept the repercussions of his behavior. But when he began to treat Krishnan as his worst adversary at the tell-all, he really went to the next level. Kody would yell that he didn't want to feel bad about liking his youngest wife whenever the host brought up his ex-wife's remarks on his partiality for Robyn. In Kody's own words, "My relationship with Robyn has a divine element, and we have been bitch-slapped for it." Kody claimed that the other wives were simply envious of Robyn's ability to get all the deals by calling all of his wives salesmen. Kody's decision to end crucial discussions before they even start demonstrates his unwillingness to accept accountability for his marriage's disintegration and his tense ties with his kids. It certainly seems that Kody and Robyn have something to conceal when contrasted with Meri, Janelle, and Christine's candid and open attitude to the tell-all. The now monogamous couple was clearly trying to improve their reputation during the show, but they were taken aback by Krishnan's line of questioning. Robyn and Kody's statements that they want to move on and put the drama behind them seem utterly false in light of everything mentioned above. From the moment Robyn Brown joined the family in season 1, she's been polarizing. Some viewed her as a breath of fresh air for Kody, while others saw her as the beginning of the end. Regardless of which side of the fanbase you're on, the one thing that has become clear over the years, and especially during the tell-all, is that Robyn has a consistent habit of avoiding conflict resolution. Before her segment with Suki even began, TLC released a behind-the-scenes video where Robyn told Kody she'd rather have a root canal than sit through the interview. While that might seem like a humorous exaggeration, it spoke volumes. For a tell-all designed to address years of familial tension, Robyn showed up with a closed-off attitude and an unwillingness to engage with the criticism that's been hurled her way. During her interview, Robyn was shown clips of Janelle, Christine, and Meri expressing their frustrations about how she was treated as Kody's favorite. One of the most telling moments came when Krishnan played a clip of Janelle referring to Robyn as Kody's sacred cow, a figure who could do no wrong. Robyn's response? She claimed she didn't care and that the clips were disturbing. This wasn't a moment of reflection, it was dismissal. Rather than acknowledging the years of tension that had clearly built up among the sister wives, Robyn leaned into playing the victim, as she has in previous seasons. She insisted that she had tried to build relationships with the other wives and expressed sadness that they wouldn't let her in. But when Suki pressed her for examples or a deeper dive into that claim, Robyn shut down. The audience saw no evolution in her viewpoint. It was the same narrative from Robyn: "I tried. They didn't want me. I'm the misunderstood one." But fans who followed the show from the beginning saw the inconsistencies. It felt like Robyn was more interested in protecting her image than having a truthful conversation. Kody Brown's emotional outbursts reveal his immaturity. While Robyn's performance was dismissive and emotionally guarded, Kody's segment was downright combative. Instead of having a mature dialogue with Krishnan, he turned hostile, often lashing out whenever the spotlight turned to his behavior. At several points during the tell-all, Suki attempted to explore Kody's feelings about the breakdown of each of his marriages. But instead of taking responsibility or showing genuine sorrow, Kody danced around the subject with contradictions and accusations. One of the more shocking moments came when he declared, "I tried to love all of them the same, but it wasn't possible," and then proceeded to